Tomorrow night, President Donald Trump will address a joint session of Congress in a primetime speech. But tonight he shared some of his plans with a select group of reporters.
Scripps senior national investigative correspondent Mark Greenblatt was there, joins us live tonight from Washington. All right, first of all, Mark, give us some of your impressions of the president's meeting tonight and also the highlights, what he talked about.
Well, Stephen, Glenn, I got to tell you, the president was in a pretty good mood tonight. We were supposed to have about an hour with him and his key and senior staffers. We ended up getting close to 2 hours. And we also got a chance to meet with the vice president tonight on the eve of this very big speech tomorrow. And really, a lot of this talk tonight at dinner was off the record. But what did make it on the record were, in a wide-ranging conversation that ranged from Russia to Obamacare. We did get some news, I think, tonight. And one of those issues was with the president's concerns about North Korea, with the president calling North Korea a world menace that has to be dealt with, quote, rather rapidly, and then underscoring that later to say that something must be done, quote, soon. So that was something that he seemed to be keying in on this evening, in addition to the wide-ranging conversation that we had on issues that we expect to hear about tomorrow.
So you mentioned Obamacare. Did he talk about his plan for health care?
Well, he talked about how generally that the current plan there are major problems with. You've heard him talk a lot about that. I think we can expect to hear a lot more details on Obamacare coming tomorrow. One thing that he did underscore this evening on the record with us was that whatever cuts or whatever challenges or controversies you've heard about domestically in many programs, the president says that he's not going to be touching Social Security. So if you're looking at your Social Security check and wondering about what's going to happen with that under President Trump, he's assuring us tonight that won't be touched.
All right, so he's not touching Social Security, but what is he touching? Because that also has not been made clear, just broad cuts.
Well, I can tell you that generally we had a lot of conversations about areas in defense that the president is taking a broad look at, areas where they can save money with various contracts. You've heard him talk about some of that previously. And he's also taking a look at overseas, of course, areas where the United States is spending a great deal of money outside of our country. And he wants to talk about how the president and his administration can find areas to save by spending money here within the United States.
All right. Yes, Mark, we thank you so much for joining us and giving us a preview tonight.